So I got a 3-horse Briggs and Stratton horizontal shaft block here, and you see there's a big chunk missing out of the intake port. Got broken at the scrapyard, as far as I can tell. So I'm going to try to repair this by not welding it. I'm going to use JB Weld, and I'm going to try some maybe threaded rod and maybe a 440 screw or bolt, machine screw. So the part fits pretty well, not quite perfect due to, you know, getting hit really hard or stretched or whatever broke it. So it's a pretty good fit, but the JB will take up some of the space, so it won't exactly fit where it is. So I'll be in for filing or sanding the port surface down, but I would only use this on a Franken Briggs like the H12 or the H24, so there won't be any major load on it like there would be on a normal tiller motor. Now I may actually try to run this motor just for the heck of it, but my intention is to run a threaded rod through, and I'll over drill a hole in the far side here and double nut it so that the threaded rod is supporting this flange, because I think most of the force on it would be you know, this way, so the threaded rod will back it up. Now I may drill a hole through the port wall right in this area across into here. I gotta kind of watch it because I got a head bolt coming down there. I might have to cut the head bolt short, but we'll see what I think I need for strength. But anyway, just wanted to show that this is kind of a before and after thing here, so I wanted to show how bad it was to start with. Normally you just throw an engine block like this away, especially this one. Turns out that the connecting rod and the, I don't know if you can see that journal there, it's not the best. It'll work, but so the flywheel journal and the connecting rod were both worn in this engine. Funny thing was, the cylinder wasn't. The cylinder's like mint, and the power output journal on the crank and the cover was fine too. So kind of strange. I think it got run low on oil or something, but the cooling fins weren't plugged, so the cylinder got adequate cooling. So I don't know why this bearing or bushing would heat up first, but I guess it did. Anyway, that's enough of that for now. So I've kind of farm mauled up this 3-horse Briggs and Stratton engine block here. When I got it from the scrapyard, this whole piece here of the intake manifold was broken out all the way over, looking like that. So first thing I did was JB weld it up, put it in place there. Didn't get it exactly flush, so I need to do a little bit of sanding there. Up here is just a hair high, but so I was going to use it on my the H24 24 cylinder that I'm working on there. I have to admit that this fix possibly may not work on a normal use of a motor, depending which intake manifold you have on it. But anyway, so what I did, the threads were still okay in the in this part of the aluminum there, so I ran a threaded rod through and then marked it up there where to drill a hole in that, and then screwed the threaded rod through and double nutted it here, got this lock tighted in place, and so it's held by the threads here and this. So I extended it far enough that this is my homemade intake manifold, but then you get these funky bolts here. Normally I replace them with Allen heads, but so basically the nuts screw on like that, and it holds the manifold in place. Now hypothetically, you could eliminate this threaded rod, but I didn't trust the JB Weld to hold the vibrations of the motor with, you know, say you got a gas tank on it here shaking around and stuff. It might hold, I don't know, but this way it'll hold for sure, because it's this piece over here that's actually taking the load, because this is in tension. Well, the way I snug these nuts up, you know, this is taking most of the load, so this thing can't just break off of there because it's being, you know, pulled on, vibrated. So anyway, that was my solution to the broken out intake manifold. And like I say, it's possible that just JB welding it up there would hold it. That way you know, you don't have this bolt sticking out, because the normal intake manifold probably wouldn't clear that. So, but that was my solution to bringing a 3-horse Briggs block back to life. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure it'll work. We'll find out when I'll make sure you know, well, I'll be able to tell immediately by this bolt sticking out there which engine block it is. So anyway, just still having fun here out on this fall day. You can probably hear the crickets and things here, so, but yeah, still getting tomatoes and things out of the garden, but fall is definitely in the air, so a few roses and things. But yeah, so farm hauling a Briggs up there, fixing it one way or another, bringing it back to life.